So each team's had it twice. This is the third time now for the Titans in this quarter. Neither team yet to score. Here comes the screen. Dockery, a long three shot, no good. Rebound, Ketchev. Ketchev down low, E-step, shot good. E-step, one of those guys you got to have on your team. He gets rebounds and he's around to do the work. Shepard, put back good off the miss by Hackney.
Ties it back at 37.
Long pass in front court comes to Dockery. Dockery gets it to Ketchev out center circle. Tied at 37, 5:15 to go. Ketchev drives, stops, pops, 15. No, he don't. He dishes off. He should have shot it. Dockery, long three, shot good. Mark Dockery.
40-37, Twin Springs.
So Gate City has it, trailing by 3. Here's Hackney. Thought about the three, puts it on the floor, shot off the glass, good.
40-39.
And we'll have a timeout, I believe, by Gate City. Timeout on the floor. It's Twin Springs 40, Gate City 39. We'll be back.
Support.
So, there's 4:55 to go here in the basketball game. Gate City and Twin Springs, the Titans lead the Devils 40-39. And Twin Springs will have the ball. It'll be Jordan to do the inbounding. Jordan looks, gets it into Warner. Warner gets it back to Ketchev, and he'll work against Parks. Ketchev across the timeline. Ketchev will try to free up Dockery off the screen. Now get it over here to Warner. Warner puts it on the floor. His shot blocked away by Bays. Coming out there with it, Anderson. Anderson for Gate City is tripped by Warner and fouled by Warner. That'll be 4 on Keith Warner. And I have no earthly idea why anybody from Twin Springs could be upset about that. I mean, he clearly knocked Anderson to the floor. Whistle sounds. Gate City will have the ball. Trailing 40-39. Parks with it. 4.5 to go. A lot of basketball left in this one. Hackney, guarded by Dockery, gets it out front to Sager. Left side it goes to Castle. Castle gets it down low. Base shot up off the glass. Good.
41-40. Devils retake the lead.
Caught Twin Springs overplaying the ball a little bit. Found Bays backside. Warner, and we'll have a timeout. Timeout called by Coach John McCrary. It's Gate City 41. Twin Springs 40.
We'll be right back.
Who?
You.
Yeah, let's go. 4:08 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, it's 41-40. Gate City with the lead. Twin Springs will have the ball. Warner has it. He'll be guarded now by Sager. Warner has it across the timeline. Gets it over here to Ketchev. Ketchev, he'll launch a long three. Shot no good. Rebound Bays. Got a good look at it, guys. It didn't go down. Hackney has it for Gate City.
Need to play smart right here.
It's at the Parks to Castle. Now over to Sager. 3:45 to go. Gate City by 1. Hackney out front. Now right side to Sager. Still out front. Now Castle near the timeline. Just stands with it. Now puts it on the floor. Stands in the center circle. Left side it goes to Parks. Left corner to Hackney. Hackney looks to make a move on Dockery. Hackney takes it to the hole. Gets it down low to who? Gets it back to Hackney. That's Castle to Hackney. Shot no good. Bays, his foot back no good, but he's fouled.
40, I believe. Let's see. 4-0 it is.
Foul on Tyler E-Steps, his second. Matt Bays will go to the line for Gate City to shoot 2, but give Josh Castle a lot of credit there.
Saving that ball.
He kept Hackney's miss alive and somehow was able to scoop it back to Hackney, who missed a shot, but Bays with a rebound, to put back no good, but the foul. Matt Bays shooting 2. Free throw, no good.
Way long.
No matter how good or poor a free throw shooter you are, in games like this, you got to step up and knock them down.
Yes, you do.
So Bays set for his second. Free throw on the way by Bays is good.
42-40. Blue Devils with the lead.
So Twin Springs with the ball. Ketchev on the inbound from Jordan. And Ketchev will bring it up. Looks like Parks takes Warner. Of course, obviously, Hackney has Dockery. Dockery shot up off the rim, off the guy wire. No good. It'll go to Gate City. Shepard in for Bays.
Springs has played the same 5 all night, haven't they?
They had one kid play just briefly, I believe. And I mean very briefly.
Very brief.
Like one possession. Anderson for Gate City gets it to Sayre. Sayre between the rings, now back to Anderson. Anderson off the screen by Shepard. Anderson takes it to the hole. Kicks it back out front. Sayre open for the 3. No good. Rebound. Fought for. That's Shepard and
Possession,
Warner.
Gate City.
Have a held ball call. And you're correct. The possession goes to Gate City.
Seen that across the way. I didn't know that.
Castle in for Salyer for Gate City.
So now the alternating possession will go to Twin Springs. That could be big later. Castle on the inbounds. Gets it in down low. Hackney. Hackney shot up. Good.
Boy, it rattled.
Yeah.
It rattled.
I almost said good and remembered his last 2 shots.
44-40.
Yeah.
Blue Devils with the lead.
Ketchev has it. 2.5 to go. 2 possession game. Ketchev drives down the lane. Shot up. Good.
44-42.
Ketchev just said, come on, we're going to score 2, and they did. Anderson takes it to the hole, shot up, won't go. Rebound tipped around, coming out there with it. Dockery for Twin Springs. Dockery gets it over to Warner, 2:10 to go. Warner for the Titans, guarded by Parks. Parks slips, gets back up, gets it over to Dockery. Dockery.
He slips.
Yeah, the floor, it's hot in here. That floor could be sweating a little bit. I am.
Like everything else in here.
Ketchev takes it down right of the lane. His jumper off the glass won't go. Long rebound, Warner. Warner backs it back out. 1:45 to go. Gate City by 2. Here's Dockery, timeout. Twin Springs. 1:41 to go. It's Gate City 44, Twin Springs 42.
We'll be right back.
$1:41 to go in regulation. It's Gate City 44, Twin Springs 42. The Titans have it. Gate City has Salyer, Parks, Anderson, Hackney, and Shepard on the floor. Ketchev has it. Front court now with it. Guarded by Parks. Ketchev, 5-second count on, gets it over to Dockery. Dockery guarded by Hackney. Dockery looks to make a move, takes Hackney into the lane. Hackney dishes off down low, or Dockery dishes off down low. Knocked out of bounds by Sager. Dockery handles the ball pretty good for a 6'5" guy.
Yes, he does.
Sure does. Guess we knew that. Dockery just a junior. Ketchev has it now for Twin Springs. Outside the arc, guarded by Parks, pushed back out towards the center circle. Now he gets it to Warner. Barely. Warner has it. He's guarded by Anderson. 1:05 to go. Dockery has it. Dockery has it. Drives down the lane. His scoop shot good.
The score. Minute to play.
They were just going to let him run around till he found the lane, and he took it to the hole for the easy bucket. 50 seconds to go.
Everybody on their feet.
Gate City has it. Gets it over to Hackney. Back to Anderson. Gate City may hold it for the final shot. We'll see. Hackney has it.
Looks like they are.
Hackney stands out near the scorer's table in the front court corner. Just stands with the ball. Nobody's going to come after him. 25 seconds. Clock
Back that
runs.
ball.
20 seconds. Another great game between the Titans and Blue Devils. Gate City will start to play with 10 seconds left. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and here goes Anderson. Anderson puts the ball on the floor, gets it right side. Anderson will take the jumper. Shot no good. We're headed to overtime.
Overtime.
We'll have overtime here at Clinchco. It's Gate City 44, Twin Springs 44. Back with overtime after this.
Semifinal action. Gate City had the opportunity with the last shot before regulation.
Just didn't go.
No, that's, we've been in situations to hold the ball for the last shot of a lot of quarters this year. I think our percentage is not real good at scoring on that last shot. Tip up, start overtime, controlled by the Titans. Play 4-minute overtime. Ketchev has it. Gets it right side to Warner. Warner has it out front. He'll work it over to Dockery. Dockery out front with it. Works on Castle. Dockery takes it down the lane. Offensive foul called on Mark Dockery.
Right over the top of him, he was coming.
Yeah, that's a good call. Dockery picks up his 4th.
That 2 with 4 fouls, isn't it?
Dockery and Warner both with 4 fouls. So they need to clean up some perspiration on the floor.
Yeah, between games, they need to clean the whole court.
Yes, they do.
Well, they'll have
the quarter.
There's been a lot of bodies on the floor here.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, it's been a good basketball game. It's been a clean played basketball game. And, somebody's got to lose, and that's the sad thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Anderson with it for Gate City. Gets it over to Castle.
That's why this place is packed.
Parks gets it right side to Hackney.
We knew what to expect, and we've seen it.
Hackney gets it right side to Shepard. Now back to Parks, swinging around between the rings. Now left side Hackney. He loses possession. Somehow gets it back. Now it goes out of bounds. Goes off of Hackney out of bounds. It'll be turned over to Twin Springs.
That's the 12th turnover for Gate City. 16 for Twin Springs.
Ketchev has it. We've played 50 seconds here in overtime. Ketchev, guarded by Parks, gets it right side to Warner. Warner puts it on the floor, drives right baseline, can't shoot, back to Ketchev. Ketchev drives around Parks, leaves it off for Warner, open for the 3, shot no good. Rebound pulled out of there, Hackney. That was actually a rebound that Hackney got that was real defensive, because if he hadn't caught, he's going to hit him.
Yes.
Come off at rim hard. So Gate City with it, 2:40 to go. In overtime, tied at 44. Timeout will be called for by Gate City. We'll be back to Clinchco after this. With the same 5 they've had all night long.
They're standing up well, too.
Yep, they are. They really are.
They've gone the distance.
Gate City, of course, substituted a lot.
But not as much of late. Hackney has it for Gate City, gets it over to Anderson. Anderson stands center circle, now slowly works it to the right side. And what are we going to have? We're going to have a foul called on 52, I guess, Ketchev.
Away from the basketball.
Be his first. Gate City will have somebody shooting 1-1.
Yep. What the ref is saying.
And that will be who?
Will pick someone?
I don't know.
They're going to discuss
I think that guy right there would be a handy one. Sawyer.
Sawyer steps in.
I think he was the player foul. So Cody Sawyer, sophomore, shooting 1-1 in a tie game. Free throw, good. 45-44, first points of overtime.
Well, all these players going to sleep well tonight.
Oh, they wore out.
Yes.
Free throw, Sawyer, good.
Good. 46-44, Devils with the lead.
And here comes a little pressure in backcourt. Now Gate City drops back. Ketchev has it. Ketchev works against Parks across the timeline. Ketchev takes it to the hole, leaves it off for Jordan. His jumper, good.
Ties it up at 46.
First points of the night for Jordan, and they were big. Hackney gets it to Anderson. Over to Parks. Parks to Hackney. 2 minutes. Tied at 46. Hackney gets it to Anderson. Anderson back to Parks. And Twin Springs will just drop back, and Parks will stand with it. Got instructions from Coach Vermillion. Hackney has it out front. And now he says, Coach Vermillion says, okay. Let's just stand here a minute.
Yeah, they probably going for the last shot again.
He has Hackney over, giving him instructions. So Anderson just standing with the ball at midcourt. Here comes Dockery inching towards him, gets it over to Hackney. Now back to Anderson. Got to watch the trap right here. Twin Springs is set for the trap. Anderson gets it over to Parks, to Sawyer. Sawyer out front, gets it to Parks. Parks over to Shepard, back to Parks. A minute to go in the first overtime. Tied at 46. Anderson has it. Anderson slips, regains his balance, gets it back to Hackney. Hackney with it, back to Parks. 50 seconds to go. Stands at midcourt. Hackney puts it on the floor, drives into the lane. Picks up his dribble, needs help. Timeout will be asked for by Gate City. 40 seconds to go. We're tied at 46. We'll be back.
Wish you could be here. 46-46. 40 seconds to go in the first overtime. Gate City and Twin Springs.
So Gate City will have Jamie Hackney in front of his own bench to get it in. Gets it into Anderson. Twin Springs go man-to-man now. They play Warner on Anderson. Anderson gets it over to Shepard, or Sayer, to Hackney. Now back to Parks, back to Hackney.
Well,
25 seconds to go, 20 seconds, and a whistle sounds. The clock on Gate City's end's not working. The clock continues to run, and Joe Jones has blowed the whistle. They'll have to put more time back on the clock because when Jones blew the whistle, there was about 24 seconds left. The clock that Gate City is shooting towards is no longer operative.
What's the argument with the referees and the coaches over here?
Well,
of course, Gate City's in. That's what they're looking at.
Yeah, they were. Jamie Hackney looked up at the clock and still saw 40 seconds, and he had to turn around and look behind him.
Yeah, they're trying to straighten it out.
So they'll have to put some time back on the clock. I believe when Jones blew the whistle, there was 24 seconds left.
Well, they're under the scoring table right now, correcting that. Still only one clock working.
And you got. It's just a bad time to have a clock malfunction. I've seen that happen when you're playing on other people's home court, but I've never seen it much at a neutral site. So what are they going to put? 27, they're still running. 26, 24. Well, all right, they're going to go to 20 seconds. That's close.
But on the Gate City end, it still says 40.
Yeah, Hackney, Gate City first has to get it in, and they do. Anderson has it with 16. Hackney out front. Coach Vermillion directing traffic. Hackney's going to work against Dockery this time. Here's Anderson. Anderson drives right of the lane, gets it to Sayer, launches a long three. No good. We're going to overtime again. So we'll head to double overtime here at Clinchco with a score. Gate City 46.
Well, this is the scheduled start time for Twin Bell and Castlewood, but
not going to happen here.
No, we have a little matter to finish up here.
So we head to double overtime. Hackney and Dockery to jump it up, tip up, controlled by Gate City's Anderson. Anderson forces his way to the bucket. Good.
48-46.
Ty Lee almost appeared to be the only guy to know which way to go.
Yes,
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
So Gate City leads by 2. Each team scored 2 in that first overtime. Ketchev has it, hands it to Dockery. Dockery and Hackney been going at each other all night. Dockery takes it to the baseline. Shot blocked away by Hackney. E-step gets it back to Dockery. Dockery to Warner. Thought about the three. Back to Dockery. Dockery, he'll shoot the three. He'll be fouled. That's a good, smart play by Mark Dockery. He knew he had the defender in the air. So Mark Dockery will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was it on Hackney? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Foul on Hackney is only his second. So Dockery will shoot 3.
Hackney talks briefly to official Jones.
So Dockery, first free throw on the way. No good. So Dockery set for his second. Free throw on the way by Dockery. Good.
He'll get another one.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, should. His three-point shot.
Yeah.
48-47. Devils still for lead.
Gate City with 14 fouls. So Dockery, if he makes the attempt, it's a tie game. My money's on Mark Dockery. Good. He made the free throw, made 2 out of 3. We're tied at 48. Parks has it for Gate City, gets it to Castle, who's checked in. Now to Hackney. Hackney works it left of the lane. His jumper off a glass, good.
50-48. Devils back out ahead.
Jamie Hackney with the bucket.
He got loose from Dockery that time.
Yeah, off of a little screen there. Ketchev has it. Ketchev gets it over to Dockery. Dockery stops, pops a three. Shot, good.
51-48. Titans with the lead.
51-50.
50, excuse me. Glad you got that.
Castle has it for Gate City. 2:45 to go. Castle, and what do we have? Kicking the ball as Castle tried to feed it to Hackney. Bays in for Shepherd. Sayer in for Castle. And Twin Springs will ask for a timeout. Twin Springs leads Gate City 51-50, 2:44 to go in double overtime. We'll be back. .244 to go here in the double overtime. Gate City has the ball, trailing by 1. Anderson has it for Gate City. Gets it over to Parks. Left side it goes to Hackney. Hackney gets a screen from Bays, drives along the baseline, forces up the jumper. It's taken away from him, though, by Estep. Estep takes it away from Hackney. Twin Springs with the lead, and the ball 2.5 to go. Ketchev has it. Ketchev puts it on the floor, and a block will be called on Tyler Parks. Tyler Parks will be his first, only the team's 5th.
So it's not a shooting situation.
Right. The only thing that kept that from being an offensive foul was Ketchev didn't lower his shoulder. If he'd lowered his shoulder, it'd have been an offensive foul, but it wasn't. Ketchev has it, and he'll be hand checked by Parks. Tyler picks up his second. Team 6th. I think Blue Devils might have committed that foul just to make sure they had 6, because Twin Springs may need to shoot 1-on-1. Gate City only had 14 fouls going into that. Ketchev has it. Now gets it over to Dockery. Dockery takes it in the lane. Can't shoot. Gets it over to Warner. Warner backs it back out. Warner picks up his dribble. Gets it to Ketchev. Almost in backcourt. Now Ketchev comes free. Drives, shoots, scores.
53-50. Twin Springs with the lead.
Parks has it for Gate City, and timeout will be called for by Gate City. It's Twin Springs 53, Gate City 50. We'll be back.
1:40 to go in second overtime. Twin Springs on top of Gate City.
And the Blue Devils have the basketball. It's Castle, Shepherd, Sayer, Hackney, and Anderson on the floor now for Gate City. Ty Lee loses it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover to Twin Springs.
That's the 14th for Gate City.
Now, Ty Lee had it just roll off his fingertips. And now Twin Springs has it with Ketchev. Ketchev, 1.5 minutes to go. Twin Springs with a 3-point lead and the ball.
Big possession.
Ketchev drives down the lane, leaves it off for Warner. Warner has it out front. Twin Springs won't be in any hurry here.
No, they're just going to run it around.
Yeah, Ketchev has it. He drives down the lane, walks a mile. Shot, no good. I can't believe he shot it. With it, Hackney. Hackney for Gate City gets it over to Sayer. Sayer back to Hackney. Plenty of time. 1:10 to go. Hackney has it. Gets it out front to Anderson. Back to Hackney. Hackney. Everybody just standing. Gets it over to Sayer. Sayer for 3. Bang!
That ties the score at 53.
Cody Sayer for 3. We're tied at 53 with 50 seconds to go. Now Twin Springs has the ball. There's the opportunity for the last shot.
Timeout, Twin Springs.
McCreary asked for the timeout. 45 seconds to go. We're tied at 53. We'll be back.
45 seconds to go in the second overtime. Tied at 53.
It'll be Twin Springs basketball with Warner to throw it in at the midcourt stripe. Warner gets it into Ketchev. Ketchev guarded by Parks, who's checked in. Ketchev has it, looks to make a move, gets it over here left side to Dockery. Don't leave him alone anywhere inside the half-court line. Warner has it out front, backs it back out, gets it over to Dockery.
They're going to set up for a final shot.
Well, we've seen that that's not been successful for Gate City. It might be. Here's Twin Springs, gets it to Warner. Warner thought about the 3. They're going to hold it for the final shot because there won't be a better look than that one. Ketchev will work against Parks. Gate City needs to gain some help. Ketchev drives, stops, shoots, misses. Rebound Sayre. Sayre with it, and we're headed to triple overtime.
Oh, Lord.
Triple overtime we've got coming to you. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
53.
Start this over again.
Well, each team had 7 in overtime that time. So we head to what will be the start of the 6th quarter, if you count it that way.
Yeah.
It will be
quarter. 4, 5, 6, 3 over. Yep.
7. Yep. Well, Dockery and Hackney will jump it up one more time. Tip up, controlled by, it's tipped by Dockery, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to
Gate City.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
They kept looking at each other.
Well, they.
Well, make sure you get it straight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't want this game one way or the other to end on a call. So Gate City with it first in overtime. Triple overtime, that is. Hackney puts it on the floor, drives into the lane. His underhand shot, good.
Oh,
and he's fouled.
What a shot. What a shot.
Little scoop shot.
That looked like an Air Jordan there, sort of.
And I have no idea who that foul was on.
No.
But I can tell you it wasn't on Warner because he's got 4, and it wasn't on Dockery. He's got 4, and they're both in the game.
Still in there.
So Hackney, free throw, no good. Rebound fought for coming out there with Shepard, and Shepard has it taken away from him by Dockery. Mark just says, no, that's my ball, and he got it.
Shepard didn't have his balance real well.
So Warner with it for the Springs, working against Anderson. Warner gets it left side to Ketchev. Ketchev backs it back out, gets it right side to Dockery. Dockery can't shoot, back to Ketchev. Ketchev takes Parks to the hole, and he walked a mile.
And gets called for it.
So Gate City will have Parks to inbounds, who Castle is in for Gate City. So it's Castle, Hackney, Shepard, Parks, and Anderson. Gate City with a 2-point lead. And I'll tell you, this game is what's good about high school athletics.
Oh, yes.
It's all about that. Here's Hackney along the baseline, puts it on the floor, loses it, picks it back up, double team, gets it back out front. It goes to Castle to Anderson. Anderson gets it back to Castle. Castle, clock runs just inside 3 minutes to go in triple overtime. Castle backs it back out.
Titans don't come out to guard him, so he can dribble all night.
Castle gets it left side to Shepard. Shepard back to Castle. Castle stands out in the triangle right near the time clock. Scorekeeper just stands there. Nobody's coming out.
Twin Springs coach telling them to stay back.
Well, this is good for both teams in a way because it gives them a rest.
Yes.
I can't imagine.
Can't imagine them needing it. Hackney has it for Gate City.
He just stands with it too.
Now gives it to Anderson, who stands in the basketball at midcourt.
Just stand there with it to the end of the game.
Well, it won't go quite that long. Anderson gets it over to Hackney. Now here comes the trap. Hackney gives it up, loses it, gets it back. Hackney drives left of the lane, leaves it off for Shepard. Shepard somehow gets it to Parks. Gate City tried to turn it over, but they couldn't. Gets it over to Castle. Now to Hackney. Hackney gets a screen shot, no good. Rebound, Jordan. Jordan with it, gets it over to Warner. Warner gets it to Ketchev. And Ketchev has it in front court. McCrary working the officials for a call. Gets it right side. Warner launches a 3. Shot good by Keith Warner. Warner for 3.
56-55. Titans with a 1-point lead.
So Gate City will have it out front. That's Hackney. Hackney gets it over to Castle. Castle back to Anderson. Now it goes to Hackney. Hackney will work off the screen. Hackney gets it left baseline, cut off, throws it away. Warner comes up with a steal, and Anderson fouls it. With 57 seconds to go. Anderson commits his 3rd foul, and that'll put Keith Warner on the line, shooting 1 and 1. with 57 seconds to go. 56-55, Twin Springs leads. So Twin Springs with nobody to contest this rebound. So Warner, good free throw shooter, on the way, good. So it's a 2-point Twin Springs lead. Warner looks to make it 3. Still would be a 1-possession game. Free throw by Keith Warner. Good. And we'll have a timeout called by Twin Springs. It's 58-55. Twin Springs will be back.
Minute. (58-55). Titans on top of the Devils. 57 seconds going to third overtime.
So Gate City with it. Anderson works it into the front court. Anderson gets it right side to Parks. Gate City doesn't need a 3 yet. Anderson with it. Left side it goes to Sayer.
Got to have points though.
To Hackney. Now to Anderson. Anderson can't make a move. Gets it over to Sayer. Sayer lobs it over to Hackney. Back to Sayer. Sayer to Anderson. Anderson can't shoot. Gets it to Hackney. Hackney stops. Pop has his shot blocked. E-step comes up with it. Stolen away by Shepard. Gets it back to Hackney for 3. Shot no good. Rebound Shepard. Shepard's shot goes out of bounds and it'll go to Twin Springs. Shepard.
That will probably be the game right there.
Well, not yet. 15 seconds to go. Big City had a look at it. Couldn't get it to go down. It'll be up to Twin Springs to get the ball inbounds first and then hit a free throw. Titans will have Jordan the inbound. Gets it into Ketchev, and Ketchev is fouled by Parks. So Ponce Ketchev will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. And if he hits the first, it will be a tough road for the Blue Devils.
Really tough.
So Ketchev.
Hackney had a couple of good looks there.
Yes, he did.
Yep, just wouldn't go down. So Ketchev shooting 1 and 1. Free throw on the way. No good. Rebound by the Blue Devils. Get it ahead to Anderson. Anderson stops, pops, shot, no good. Long rebound is Ketchev, and that will do it. 3 seconds to go with Ketchev is fouled, and the Titans will win this Region D semifinal game over the Blue Devils. Well, I say that. The only way if he misses and they throw it the length of the court,
back up.
It could happen. You never know.
It's happened before.
So
Twin Springs wanting a timeout.
So a timeout by the Titans. We'll be back after this.
Minute break.
So, Ponce Kessel at the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1. If he hits the first,
it's over.
He punches Twin Springs' ticket for the quarterfinals. He missed it. Hackney throws it the length of the court, off the top of the backboard. No good.
And that's it.
And that'll do it. As the final score, it's Twin Springs 58, Gate City 55. We'll take a look at the final scoring. It went this way for Twin Springs. Jeremy Jordan had 2 points. Keith Warner 13. Tyler Estep with 9. Ponce Kessev with 12. And the outstanding Mark Dockery, 22 tonight for Twin Springs. For the Gate City Blue Devils, Michael Rogers had 3 points. Tylee Anderson 6. Matt Bays had 7. Cody Sayer 17. Jamie Hackney 20. Corey Shepard has 2 points here, and both teams go to midcourt, hand in hand, and they'll kneel at midcourt for the after-game prayer with Mike Jenkins. And that will do it as the Blue Devils and the Titans put on a dandy show here tonight.
Yes, they do.
Somebody had to lose, and tonight the Gate City Blue Devils will go down to defeat to the Twin Springs Titans, and both teams still milling around on the floor, and tough way to go out tonight for the Blue Devil seniors.
Only 4 of them.
That'll be Matt Woods, Josh Castle, Michael Rogers, Travis Sandlin are all seniors, along with Marshall McMurray and Corey Shepard. Those are your senior players for the Blue Devils. And, well, it's been a good ride, guys. And
yes, it has.
Congratulations, certainly, first and foremost, to the Twin Springs Titans. They will play tomorrow night in the Region D Championship game. And then next week, next Saturday night, they will play in the state quarterfinals. So certainly congratulations to Twin Springs. For the Blue Devils, a good season comes to an end. LPD champions, LPD tournament champions. But Twin Springs made one more shot tonight than the Blue Devils did.
Yes, it is.
And they come away with a 58-55 victory over the Blue Devils. So, guys,
we'll be back here tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night we'll have girls Region D Championship action. It'll be Gate City versus Hayside, as Hayside defeated Kelly last night. So,
that contest will be at 7 o'clock.
Yes, it will. So we luck out again. We get the first game and get to go home.
You got that right.
So anyway, guys,
get us out of here.
Get us out of here, boys.
Charlie Starnes on the camera. For Tim Hill, Mark Peters, this is Michael on. Good night.
I'm getting hot now. You know what?